Hello, this is Soundout here, and welcome back to another Kamen Gaim Arms Chain Series review. Today we'll be taking a look at ACPB04 Kamen Rider Knuckle Kurumi Arms. So this is the packaging for ACPB04 Knuckle. It's basically the same thing we have seen for several releases. I mean, Bujin, Gaim, and Bravo pretty much set the standard. Knuckle continues it. Moving on to the figure itself here. We have Kamen Rider Knuckle finally getting released in the Arms Change line. A character who actually turned out to be kind of important to the show's plot and, you know, had a habit of surviving. He's a pretty important character, but got relegated to an Arms Change Premium Bandai release. Much like Bravo, Sigurd, and Malika, who are all important characters in their own right, but pushed to the Premium Bandai line because there just wasn't space in the retail line. But we did get him released through Premium Bandai as a web exclusive back in October. Yes, I know it's December, you don't need to tell me. Now, I'm really glad this figure did come out, as I thought the character got really interesting towards the end of Gaim, and I am super happy to have him. Thing is he's another Arms Change figure, and I wanted to review other things when I didn't have the time to review so much. That's why we're getting to him now. But let's look at Knuckle. He is mostly a Kurokage. I'm not even joking there. He's like mostly Kurokage. I was putting arms, I was reposing the Arms Change figures. I'd taken all the armors off. I literally put Kurokage's Matsubokuri arms on him and didn't even think twice about that being wrong. The head sculpt is different, but it's still that silver and black look with a headband kind of thing. It is more walnut, though. I will give it that. The belt actually is the first time we've seen a Sengoku driver with the silver belt, because he never had a yellow belted Sengoku driver. He only had a silver. And no faceplate here is actually accurate to his character. Cool. Other than that, he uses the basic samurai body mold, but this time without the detailed mesh pattern on the legs or chest. So that's kind of cool. So there's some new molding going on there, but it is the supposed to be the Kurokage Trooper driver that was given to good old Zack. Now, he did have the Kurumi arms based on a walnut. We actually saw the lock seed long before it actually appeared in the series. It's a nice orange color. Looks really good. Painted all the way around. Nice silver detail to it, which is really nice. And his weapons are his knuckles. And these actually have an interesting thing to them. They're fully painted as well. I do love the premium paint jobs they gave to the Premium Bandai figures. Helps balance out the cost. Now is the time for the armor going on. And this requires the camera to be slightly tilted up so we can see everything here. So, as usual, you line it up, stick it on his head, and because he is a Sengoku driver rider, you just need to split it up. So you pop hit the two pieces up here, because there's two tabs in the front, two tabs in the back, and tabs in the center. Then you take the one shoulder pad, and then the other. You fold the back plate back, and you fold the front plate forward, and there is Kamen Rider Knuckle Kurumi arms, which actually works. I really like the orange color against the black figure. It looks really nice. Plus, they did slim it down nicely with the shoulder pads. They don't look too gigantic. And there is nice gold paint on the kabuto, which is great. Plus, the silver paint all throughout the back is much appreciated. This guy does have a nice premium paint scheme to him. And it would have been less paint if he had come out at retail. Now, his gauntlets, the Kurumi bombers, as they're called, you pretty much have to put them over his hands, so you actually pop it open here. There's a little handle inside. You get him to grab that handle, kind of push the fingers in if you can to grab the handle inside, and like that. And then you close it up, and now he's got a fist, a knuckle, and then you got the other knuckle, the other walnut bomber, or Kurumi bomber, depending on which English or Japanese name. And there you go. So, he has these giant fists. Now, unfortunately, because of his shoulder pad design. They couldn't be shorter to give him more clearance for the hands, but other than that, he is good to go. So, that's pretty much all there is to Kamen Rider Knuckle Kurumi Arms. He is a great character in the series. I thought he was awesome. He was probably my favorite member of Team Baron, and honestly, he got a really great arms change figure. Really nice paint, great sculpting, looks pretty much perfect, and honestly, he is worth the prices he's going for. He's going for about 5,000 to 6,000 yen, I believe, currently, and he's totally worth it. He's one of the best arms change figures. The only fault he really has is that we've kind of seen, like, 17 arms change releases at this point. The line is starting to wear on me a little bit, I must admit. I still love it, and I still think it's a great Kamen Rider line. But seeing how Drive's TK figures have done things better, the arms change line is still a monumental line, but it is starting to get overshadowed when I'm looking at toys for toy purposes. I guess we do need to review some TK Drive figures. Oh, you have to stay tuned for that. Anyways, be sure to check out Hirotaka.com for all of your Kamen Rider news, mostly Drive these days. And stay tuned, as there are still, can you believe it, 4 more arms change figures. The next arms change review will be Kamen Rider Mars and Kamen Rider Kamaro, as featured in the Golden Soccer movie. Until next time, it's Soundout saying goodbye.